Noel's News! It's Noel's News!
Alright, he's go whenever you are, though.
No, finished tapping you are. Not young for that.
Well, Noel, how are you?
All right.
Did you enjoy Cork the other night, anyway, first of all?
I did.
And you had to address an issue down in Cork. People had a lot of questions. Noel Furlong over the Cork under-16 hurling team.
Yeah, cash job.
So you're in?
Well, depends who's listening now.
Okay.
I may or may not be in.
Okay, the taxman doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, well, if they win, you can say it was me.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
But look, apart from Cork being a strange and wonderful place, I want to talk to you about something very close to my heart. My news story this week.
Okay.
Fish Armageddon.
I never knew that was an issue that was close to your heart.
Oh, God, yeah. It's real, and it's scarier than Marion Finucane with a shotgun. She gives me the willies, that woman.
Does she? Why?
Fucking something not right with her. Fish, anyway, they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble, John Boy. One of Australia's longest rivers, the Darling River, in New South Wales. I didn't know this place existed. It was named in 1829, that was a good while ago, after the governor, Sir Ralph Darling. Some name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last person I called Darling was pregnant 9 seconds later. So this river, it's fucked. There's no rain. The old pesticides are running off, and too many lads pulling out of the river. So the water is low, and the poor fishies have no place to go. Right? And a lot of people don't know this, you see. But fish, they love the old water.
I'm sure people know that.
They love the old water, boy. Do you be like your man, do you know your man be at the corner of the bar in the Shamrock? Marathon man. He would do, you know a marathon man, he does the running.
Yeah.
He told me one day he runs 50 miles a week as part of his training.
Go away.
And I said, where do you run? And he said he runs into Clonmel and he might come home by Newcastle and around. And I said, you run to Clonmel and back? He said, yeah. And I said, would you bring a package for me? While you were going. You're going anyway.
Yeah.
And he said, fine. But I'd say he wasn't expecting it to be a Labrador pup. So I owed the fella a dog.
Okay.
So
How do you owe someone a dog?
that's a story for another day. But off he went with the pup on his front like a baby. And halfway to Clonmel, sure, the pup got loose. I mean, you put a dog in a road, you're going to get loose. So the dog ran across fields, streams, ditches, farms. He was halfway up the mountain. Marathon man chasing after him the whole way. And he said it's the best training he ever done. So, because, you know, you couldn't post the dog anymore.
I don't think you could ever post the
I guess
dog.
you couldn't do it. The slits on the post boxes are very narrow. So, I wouldn't trust the post anyway.
No?
Nah. Brother of mine one time, he put a package into the post and he never saw it again. I don't know who he sent it at, but he's gone. Couldn't be explained.
Is that not normally what happens in the phone?
That's a mystery. It's a fact. So these fish, anyhow, they're being picked up. The local fishermen are going out netting them. And they throw them into an old bucket on the back of a pickup. And they drive down the river, downstream where there's more water. And they put them in there. Right? But the little plants and the little bugs, they can't move them. So, what are the fish going to eat? Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I bring all the relatives back from the pub. Yes, Auntie Kay is safe, but what's she going to drink? You know? And last time I had to put Windolene into a brandy glass. Just she lowered it. Jeez, she was shining after it. Her shit was shining, tell you that now. So they're going to have to do something. Last summer, 1 million fish died in the Darling River.
Wow.
1 million fish in the River Darling. I'm not calling you darling.
Okay.
No, just that's what I say to Margaret when I want the extra scoop of mash. Darling. So the locals of Pure Take, they say that it's a man-made disaster. They're blaming pollution, bad water management, and that's what's causing the fish to die. And I seen a video of the river. Stink.
Is it?
Oh, jeez, you wouldn't wash your mixer in it. You wouldn't dirty your shovel in it. It's a pure disgrace. After destroying the lovely river. The Aboriginal lads said, hey, we were living along that river for 10,000 years and we kept it lovely. Now, they did fuck all with it, in fairness to it. Like, they must have had a force man or something kind of keeping an eye on it. They didn't. I suppose they done their own little bit. They tipped away in their own little way. So I'm just saying, somebody is destroying my darling, and it isn't me. Which kind of sounds like a song by Joe Dolan. Somebody is destroying my darling, and it isn't me. So,
New single coming out.
from the grave. So there is a new museum opening in Vienna, and guess who's in it?
Well,
You are.
what?
Well, not you, but you could be if you went there.
Oh.
Then I suppose you could be anywhere you go, really, couldn't you?
Yeah.
As Timmy Dempsey used to say, wherever you go, there you are. So, I used to be in the GAA museum in Croke Park.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact, yeah. Myself and the Rat Walsh, we snuck in one day. We snuck in a framed photo of me, and I had Paddy O'Shea in a headlock. So, yeah, we hung it up on the wall at the GAA museum. It's a fact.
Oh.
And the photo was taken moments before Paddy slipped out and caught me with a left hook.
Wow.
We were outside the Boar's Head in Capel Street there, and we were arguing over whose round it was. And I said it was mine, and he said it was his. And we bet each other up and down Capel Street. I tell you, only for I got hit by a lorry. I'd have got the better of him. Black and blue, the two of us. And never let it be said I didn't stand me around.
Yeah.
But Noel didn't pay his round, okay? For a finish, the owner threw us out a few pints, and Hugh, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Things calmed down, and we had a great night now, to be fair. But I tell you, it was a good thing that it wasn't the rat got him in the headlock. Because the rat, by once he gets a hold of you, he won't let go. If he gets you in a headlock, you don't come out. That is a fact. I happened one night, he got a dad in a headlock, and I'd have to coax him away with a bottle of Smithwick's. Serious stuff now. But anyhow, this museum in Vienna, it's called the No Filter Museum, and it has been nicknamed the Selfie Museum. Now, this to me sounds like a load of shite, but I think the young people are going to be mad about it, right? This place is interactive. Actually, my middle son Tommy used to support them, Interactive Milan, when he was a teenager, but that was before he discovered sugar beet.
What was he doing with the sugar beet?
Oh, jeez, he got wicked big into the sugar beet. Oh, fuck it, he was addicted. He used to have to go to the meetings and all. Sugar beet anonymous. But and now, on a special occasion, now he might have a sweet potato or something, but that's about it. So this museum, they say it's filled, I have a quote here, with brightly coloured walls and giant objects. It has everything needed for the perfect selfie. So these lads, they know how to sell to young people. You don't care about museums, you've no crot on history, nor art. All you care about is yourselves. So these lads have made a place where you can go and take lovely photos of yourselves and your stupid friends. Okay?
Okay.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Right? I heard people saying they do things for the gram. And I thought this town is ruined with cocaine. But it turns out they meant Instagram. I didn't know. I thought people were selling their photos for drugs.
Okay.
And like, who's going to buy the photos? Do you know what I mean? Maybe the geezer helping, the local fella. Do you know? Do you know his brother Grazer? Grazer helping. Oh, Jesus, he's a man for smoking. Oh, he goes through more grass than a herd of heifers, that man, I'll tell you that now. The Grazer, by they call him. So if you're in this museum in Vienna, you can make your own art by taking a photo of yourself and putting it online for perverts to look at. So God bless art. Anyway, I'll tell you that. In local news, very serious incident during the week, and I'm sorry to alert the listeners that Breda Heffernan is in a state of shock. Reports are circulating through the townsland and into the town of Breda's condition after witnessing a shocking event. Breda was down at the shop in Gorteen, getting a few bits, tin of beans, cup of soup, maybe an old gammon, an old gammon steak. Breda wouldn't be getting much, like.
Right, come on.
Breda wouldn't be getting much, like, you know it. She's on her own now since the owl died. The owl? You remember her husband, the owl? They call him the owl. Chase Mara, he used to be out all night.
Really?
That's what they call him, the owl. So, sorry, I'm getting upset thinking about it now. The owl was a great man for a pint in the story, I'll tell you that now. Guess he was never going. But she wouldn't have been getting much, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And she was there, and she'd a head of lettuce in one hand and a pack of custard in the other. Now, like, who the custard was for, I didn't ask her. You know, you'd be wondering, you wouldn't know, but I didn't think it appropriate to ask at the time. In comes this big lad wearing a balaclava on his head. On his face. And then his shotgun in his hand. And Breda trying to do the shopping now at this stage, so he points the gun at old Dick behind the counter. And he says, throw me out the cash, Dick. And into the well he knew Dick. He must have been local, because you wouldn't know the Dick if you weren't from Gorteen, you know. But he pointed the gun at the Dick, and Dick told him, feck off. He said, I'm standing here 16 hours a day, 40 years, not giving you a penny. Yeah, well, your man turned the gun on Breda, and he said, give me the money. And she said, I've only enough for the messages. And Dick said, your man looked at Breda with the lettuce in one hand and the custard in the other, and said, what kind of fucking concoction do you make? And 'twas at that very moment. 'Twas at that very moment.
That's the best one ever. I'm so sure. Kind of concoction.
Anyway, it was at that very moment I arrived into the shop. See, I was getting tobacco for Dermot. I was on my way up to him. His wife rang and said, would you call up to the house? Because Dermot is after being hooked on the Spanish Big Brother. Hermano Grande. Now, the extent of Dermot's understanding of Spanish is unclear, but he won't come away from it anyway. So I went into the shop, and didn't I bang into the big intruder with the old door. The old door in Dick's wouldn't be great. So the shotgun hit the ground and went off, and blowing the custard clean out of Breda's hand. And your man on the ground, I fucked off home, I let Dick handle it, but it transpired later that the perpetrator was none other than Pudding Box McLaughlin. Now, you know the box. He ran up a sizable bill with the local shipper. And the word was that the Italian mafiosos were going after him. Now, I didn't know how prevalent the Italian mafia were in South Tipperary. But after putting the fear of God in the pudding box anyway. So I'm just saying, you might call around to Breda later on, Maureen, would you? Because
I will, yeah.
she's picking pellets out of her hand all week from the shotgun. And between the custard gone into her bloodstream and all now, she's probably going to get some sort of infection. I'd say she's going to need an injection of some sort to come right after the whole incident. So, fair play to Dick, but apparently he bet that living fuck out of pudding box. Apparently he gave him a nice clipping now. like I said, as soon as your man hit the ground, the gun went off, I fucked off. But Dick will be well able to handle himself now. Hey, fuck it, he must be nearly 80 now. But he, Breda said he leapt the counter and cleaned the pudding box out of it anyway. So, Jesus. The state of the lettuce cannot be. I actually can't comment on it. I can't comment on it at the moment now. But whether Breda got to shop in her messages in the end or not, I don't know. But I'll hopefully have an update next week.
Thanks a million. No. You alright for Belfast on Friday?
Oh, geez, I'll go up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll travel, yeah. Might no bother, Noel travel.
Come on. Do you want a train ticket or?
Oh, geez, if you're throwing him out, I'll catch him, bye.
Come on, Noel. Good man.
Cameron will be on to you, my accounts department.
Okay.
On, good luck.
Go on, see you there.